And what's cracking, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is going to be a quick update on our Solana trade. Now, in the last video, we were looking at this red box territory as the bid opportunity, right? Primarily hinged on the Mango dynamic levels. Of course, those levels have now moved. So I will be giving you guys an update for those of you who do not have access to the indicator. So don't you worry on that. But this was the bid. We were looking for a candle close over the red zone and then a test of the red zone, which was going to be our bid opportunity. And then we were looking for continuation. Did that work out? Yes, it freaking did. However, I did mention that, hey, if I am looking for higher numbers on SOL, that bullish continuation on SOL, I am looking to, well, check mark all 3 points on this checklist, right? Number 1 was price being greater than the dynamic. Number 2 was the dynamic turning green. And number 3 was the dynamic slope turning positive. So we will be going over this checklist to see, well, just how many can we really take off from here? Do we actually have the perfect recipe for a continuation on Solana's chart? Alright, so this is going to be on today's agenda, an update on the checklist. But first, guys, what was the first thing that really drew our attention to SOL? What was the first thing that drew my attention to SOL? Because remember, I told you that I was not looking at SOL. I actually received an email notification telling me to look at SOL. And that email notification was sent to me by the Mango dashboard, our go-to objective friend to keep us on the right side of every trend. That rhymed, man, I'm in flow today. But no, this is the Mango dashboard, guys. You can find this on app.mangoresearch.co. I am so excited to be pulling up the dashboard today because we just released a massive feature update. I'm not sure if you guys are catching it. Let me give you guys a teaser. Okay, just follow the cursor, and what do you see here? You now have crypto, yeah, all of your altcoins, Bitcoin included in there. But now, guys, you can now even check it out on traditional assets, guys. There you go, okay? There's Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Nvidia. The list goes on. So now you're able to capture some amazing trades even on the TradFi assets. So go ahead and check it out. This is to say also that for those of you who are looking to get the dashboard premium, now is the time before prices go up because they are poised to go up with this new feature rollout. Okay, so you can go ahead, check it out, app.mangoresearch.co. I'm super excited. Of course, if you guys want me to cover anything in the traditional space as far as charts are concerned, let me know in the comment section below and I will be more than happy to oblige. So with this, guys, let's get into Solana's trend and volatility profile, because remember, it was the dashboard that really drew my attention to Solana. I was actually out at dinner when I actually got a notification, an email notification telling me that SOL's 12-hour trend flipped from neutral to long. So it turned bullish. And that's technically what I was looking for in order for me to be like, okay, there's a bid opportunity coming up soon. Now's the time to be looking at SOL. Perhaps I can start adding to my position here. All right, and that's when I got this long trend, but it was not just long, okay? So now the 4-hour and the 12-hour, yeah, it's bullish, but check out the 4-day and the weekly. That too is bullish. So this entire time, guys, what this dashboard is really telling you is that that macro trend on SOL remained intact. What you need to understand is that in bull cycles, okay, let me just draw this out for you. A trend is going to move like this. Okay. And as traders, guys, we're looking to capture these pullback opportunities. Okay. Now, for one, I was looking to add to my position. Now, if anyone who was in my shoes, imagine someone adding at the peak here as opposed to someone adding at the trough here. Who's in a better position? The person added on the trough, because they have to wait very little time to then see continuation on that trade, continuation in their favor, as opposed to someone who added on the peak. Okay, that's a lot of time, and that time can really spook traders out of their positions. So you, as a trader, you want to make sure you capitalize on these pullback opportunities when they are presented to you. Now, the dashboard helps us with just those decisions. And what's the dashboard really telling us right now? Well, first of all, it's the first thing that really drew my attention to Solana, saying that, hey, Krisha, now is the time to be looking for bid opportunities because the buyers are stepping in right here. How did I know that? Because this 12-hour flipped long once again. If it flipped short, it was telling me that, hey, the Solana bears are taking over. You can likely look for even lower targets on SOL. But no, this is where the buyers stepped in. 12-hour flip long. But now the volatility in the last video was also telling us that, hey, not only did the bulls take back control, but they have a lot more fuel still left in them to drive prices up further. Did they drive prices up further? Yes, they did. This is where Solana was sitting at the last time we spoke. It's up a good 11% since our last video. Okay, hell, 12% since our last video. So now the question is, okay, we've already done a good 12% on the trend flip. Do the Solana bulls have more juice left in them to take prices up even further, even past that 12%? Yes. Okay, check out the volatility, guys. Volatility on the 4-hour time frame, very healthy, 48. Volatility on the 12-hour time frame, yeah, it's hovering at red, but 61 is still closer to 50 than it is to 100. So 61 is still pretty moderate. Check out the daily. Daily is hovering at 48. 2 days hovering at 29. Okay, this is a very, very healthy volatility profile. Tell me that whichever side is in control has still a lot more juice left in them to take prices up even further. Now, I would only be cautious if I see volatility levels like SUI right here, which is currently hovering at 94. When volatility expands to such an extent, okay, only then will I start looking for a pullback. So now with this bullish trend and volatility profile, we can actually start looking for further upside targets on SOL. Now, before I get into the chart, guys, I want to draw everyone's attention to the premium video section right here. Sean just uploaded one more trade, altcoin trade setup for you guys under the premium video section. Go ahead and check it out if you haven't already done so. Every time Sean and I find a good trade setup on any of the altcoins, or even Bitcoin for that matter, we will be posting it under the premium video section. Now, the last time we spoke about SOL, guys, our bid was hinged on the daily time frame. Particularly, we were looking at the Mango dynamic indicator to keep us on the right side of this one, and also to help us catch a good bid opportunity. Ultimately, you always want to catch those bids that are super easy to manage. That way you know when you are wrong very fast on a trade thesis. All right, so the bid that we were looking at came in on this red box territory, which lined up with the dynamic levels right here. All right, so our first criteria on this checklist was to make sure that price was greater than the dynamic indicator. Is price currently greater than the dynamic? Yes. So this is a check mark right here. And check out how well prices played off of that indicator. We closed slightly over, came down for a retest, and then rallied to the upside. And that's why this was going to be that bid opportunity for us, right? Because it has worked out like a charm on the daily time frame. Just notice, I'm just going to zoom out, knock off everything else. Ever since Solana actually started its trend right here, okay, this was in September of 2023, we have been trending on dynamic support, okay? We started living over that. We have a positive slope on the dynamic. The dynamic support is green. Every test of dynamic support was met by the buying force. Okay, so we had one test right here, one test right here, one test right here, right here, right here, right? It's only when we started losing it right here did Solana really tell you that, hey, something different is happening here. Perhaps it's time to start gunning for much lower bids. Okay, this is the time where you can actually start getting greedy on your bids. And were you rewarded to get greedy on your bids? Yes, you were, because prices fell once again to come and test $81.22, which was a critical level based on what you ask? Well, this was a monthly level. And so what I was looking for on this juncture, I just wanted to see price reclaim that dynamic, well, support now turn into resistance once again. Okay, I want to start seeing consecutive candle closes over dynamic support, because just notice how well it held the trend throughout this entire move, which is why the first point that we wanted to see was for price to be greater than that dynamic resistance. Okay, did we get that? Yes, we did. But now the thing about the dynamic levels, guys, is that it moves dynamically with every new candle print. It's taking the information, the fresh information that's been printed on the chart, and it is amending itself. So now the new levels on the dynamic support are these. Okay, if you guys don't have access to the indicator but you want access to the levels, please go ahead and take note of them. I will also be annotating them on my screen. It comes in from around $95.53 going all the way up to $96.76. Now, of course, guys, if you don't want to wait on me to give you the new updated levels on the dynamic zone every time it moves, you can sign up for it on the mango.com/dynamic. Alrighty. But yeah, this was criteria number one. Price is greater than dynamic. So we have one check mark right there. Now, the second thing we were looking for was for dynamic to turn green. Do we have a green dynamic cloud? Not yet. Okay, that is still blue, guys. Okay, so we don't have a check mark on number two. How about number three? Dynamic slope needs to be positive. Do we have a positive dynamic slope? Yeah, it's good. It's getting there. It just began, right? But you can see this upward sort of turn on that dynamic cloud right there, telling us that, hey, that slope has now turned positive, right? So we can actually put in another check mark right here on number three. All right, so we have 2 out of 3, which is not bad, but now we are looking for this dynamic cloud to also turn green. And so now what I'm looking for in order to, well, get a 3 on 3 on this checklist, okay, 3 out of 3, is for us to see consecutive daily candle closes over $101.82. And if we can do that, so I'm looking for consecutive dailies. I want to see one more daily and maybe a third daily close over this level. If we can see that, I'm saying Solana actually sees continuation to the upside. Alrighty, but this is looking really, really good so far. And not just that, guys. In the previous video, I also had identified a bullish pattern for you, okay, which was this right here. This pattern has triggered. Okay, it is a falling channel. And if I have to go ahead and take the measured move of the falling channel and plot it on the break, where is that going to take SOL up to? That's going to take SOL all the way up to 121.46. Well, from where price is at right now to 141.46, it's a good 15%. And notice how well that lines up with that previous local high right there. All right, there's a lot of symmetry. Now, of course, guys, if there's any crazy developments on Solana's chart, I will be updating you on the daily videos, so don't get spooked out. I know that a lot of people, they like these analysis just to know that they're on the right side of the trade. But that being said, guys, if you are hinging, if you are relying on someone else's word to, well, you know, stay in trades or get out of trades, I suggest this. Every time the market gives you an opportunity to just hunker down and just learn this stuff for yourself, do it, because it is the best thing you will do for yourself throughout the rest of this bull run. There is nothing more liberating than being able to filter out the shit from the gold. It sounds really crass, but it is what it is. There is nothing more liberating than that, because you're going to find a lot of crappy TA out there getting to the rest of the bull run, and you want to be able to filter that out. Not just that, you want to be able to know when it's time to be taking profits off the table. Alrighty, imagine anyone who rode Solana all the way up to 216, but then rode it all the way back down to $9.56. And trust me, there are people in that boat. Alright, you do not want to be one of those people. Now, before we wrap up, guys, just a quick heads up. Module 6 of the Mango Sprouts program is officially out. This one is on capitalizing on trends. I will be covering pattern trading in Module 7 and 8. Yes, 2 modules of pattern trading. I'm very, very excited. Of course, the early bird sale is still on for $2.99. However, as soon as I start releasing lessons on pattern trading, this price will be going up. There are a few things I have to update. This should say Module 7 drops soon. And also, for those of you looking to check out the testimonials on the Sprouts program, as well as the Seed program, you'll find it in the Discord chat. Okay, you'll actually find a testimonial section right there to see what people have to say, so you can go ahead and check that out if you are deliberating between any of the 2 programs. Seed is mainly for trend traders. If you're looking to capitalize on those massive, massive wins this bull run, check out the Seed. All right. However, if you're a swing trader like me, you like playing the swings, you like also understanding the cycle, you also like playing the patterns, you can check out the Sprouts program. All right. Of course, all the seedlings and all the sproutlings are all in the Discord chat. So if you have any questions, any concerns, you can just ask away. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's analysis on Solana. If you did, hit the like, and I'll see you now in the next update. With this, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way. Ciao, you guys.